Hi guys, in this video we will see Prim's algorithm for finding minimum spanning tree in a graph. So what is a minimum spanning tree? We'll be having a graph and a minimum spanning tree or a spanning tree is a subset of that graph. So what we have to find in this is we have to find a minimum spanning tree from a given graph, that is, consider a graph with vertices 5 A, B, C, D, E, and it will have 5 edges connecting those 5 or more edges connecting those vertices. So what we have to find is we have to find a tree, not a graph, which is not cyclic. A tree is not cyclic, and the graph we are taking must be a connected graph, and in our case we'll be taking a connected weighted graph. So we have to find a tree such a way that the number of edges will be minimum. So consider a graph with 5 edges, it will be having 5 edges, but we can make it minimum, reduce the edges by removing one edge, but we have to visit all the vertices. We have to visit all the edges with less number of edges. So that is what we mean by a minimum spanning tree. And we have to take a tree such that it should not be disconnected. The vertices should not be disconnected. So if it gets disconnected, it will not make a graph. So we have to select the vertices in such a way that the edges must be minimum, and also it must be a tree, and that must be connected, not disconnected. And the main thing is a spanning tree will not have any cycles. It cannot be disconnected also. It should not have any cycles, means it should not form a loop. But it must have a minimum number of edges connecting all those vertices. So that is what Prim's algorithm says. So what Prim's algorithm suggests in order to optimize the number of edges is this Prim's algorithm follows the greedy method. So we know greedy algorithm is the one which optimizes the result, which gives the best result. So in our case, what is the best result? With the minimum number of edges, we have to find a minimum spanning tree. So how we will find a minimum spanning tree from a weighted graph or a weighted connected graph is, first select a starting vertex. This is the step 1. Choose a starting vertex. In our case, let us take B here. So from B, take the adjacent vertices. What are the adjacent vertices or the connected vertices? You should not take E or A directly, because it will not make a connected graph. So we cannot get a tree. If it is not connected, it is not called a tree, and it should not make loops also. So for that, take a starting vertex. So let me take B as a starting vertex and then check its adjacent vertices only, which are connected to B. In my case, in this example, D and C are the connected vertices of B. So what we have to take is, we have to get the minimum weight. Check with the minimum weight. 4 has the minimum weight. So let's take D here. Select D. And then come to D now. So we have B and D. Now come to D now. See the adjacents or connected vertices of D. We have 3. This is already selected. So take these two, C and E, DC and DE. Take DC and DE. So check which have the minimum weight. In my case, in this case, we have here 1 is the minimum weight. So I will take 1. So B, D and E are my vertices present. This T will be marked as visited. So we have to keep a note of the visited vertices now. I have visited B, I have visited D, I have visited E, and then now I have to visit C and A with the minimum number of edges. All the vertices should be covered with the minimum number of edges. Now I have E. Consider E now. E have 2 connected, C and D. D is already D to C. We don't have a graph. Now for E, let's take D and C. For D and C, which is minimum? This is already selected, and this is the only thing left here. So select this one. So B, D, E and C are the vertices. So the only thing left here is C and A. I have not visited. So let us visit C now. Check the adjacent vertices of C is B, D and E. So what I have to do? I have to select the minimum one. Check. 10 is maximum. So leave it. And here this one is already selected. So take this now. We should consider this. So C to D is taken now. So here now my graph is B, D, C and E. And now this is visited. Now let's go for the last one, A. A, I have only one line, so this only one edge, so this must be taken. So what is my graph now? B, D, C and E, and then again A. So this is my graph now. So it is not making a loop because this is disconnected here. So my minimum spanning tree will not make a loop, and with the minimum number of edges. So this edge is removed now from the graph. This edge is removed, so it will make my tree minimum spanning tree. So you can check here the steps you can see here. First, take a starting vertex, check the minimum of the adjacent vertices, and keep on moving the make the visited vertices as true, and then go for the next one. Check its adjacent vertices. Take the minimum from them. So that way you can make a minimum spanning tree. So let us see how to do it using Python. So what we have seen here, the same thing we have to apply in Python here. So as we do not have graphs in Python or any other language, we will not have graph directly. So for that, what we have to do is I am considering a two-dimensional array. You can see here I am taking input as a two-dimensional array for my weighted and weights and edges. So here for that I have created a class called graph. Within it constructor self vertex number is in order to know the number of vertices, I am considering this vertex number here, and edges and nodes. We'll have edges and nodes. Let's say you can say here nodes or vertices also you can take, and then edges we know the number of edges. So here for that self dot edge is equal to edges, self dot nodes is equal to nodes, self dot vertex number is equal to vertex number, and having a minimum spanning tree. In this value I will have all the edges and nodes and the weights which I have listed here. So I am defining another function called print solution to print the edges and weights selected. So for that I have given a function called print solution. Then I am printing the edges and weights here in this MST, because I will store all the edges and nodes in the MST. And here this is the main algorithm. This is the Prim's algorithm. So following the Prim's algorithm, I will solve the minimum. I'll find the minimum spanning tree with the minimum number of edges. So for that, what I have done is I have created an array called visited with all zeros, and the length is a vertex number. In my example, let me take 5. 5 is the vertex. 5 is the number of vertices. So 5 size array it will create. Visited will have 5 size array, and then edge number. I'm initializing a value called edge number to 0, and then visited 0 I'm taking true because this is the first one I'm visiting, as in the case we saw here. Here I am taking B as a starting vertex. So this is the first visited vertex. We should have a starting vertex. So in my case I have taken B. So I am taking the first value. In this case I am taking the first value is true. First I have a starting vertex. From this I am starting, and then what I am doing is while edge number is less than vertex number minus 1. For example, now it is 0. 0 is less than vertex number. Vertex number is 5 in my case, so 5 minus 1. So 0 to 4 means 5 vertices is there. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the 5 vertices or all the 5 edges or 5 vertices should be considered visited. So for that I have created this while loop, and I am calculating the minimum value, because we know from that adjacent edge we have to calculate the minimum weighted thing. So to take the minimum value I am giving a function taking the minimum value here, and for I in range of so to have 5 iterations I am giving a self dot vertex number 5 or 10. So how many vertices are there, how that many iterations I must have created to visit every vertex. So I have taken here if visited of 5, if this is true, if visited of I is true, then it has to be proceeded into the inner for loop for j in range of self dot vertex number. If it is not visited, it is false. If it is not visited, and also self dot edges have a value, means this ij index is present, then it means I have not visited that certain vertex or the certain edge. So what I have to do is I have to visit that, and I have to consider the minimum value from that. So for that, minimum is greater than self dot edges of I and j. I have to compare if that is minimum value with, so I have to find the minimum value, and then I have to take that minimum value as self dot edge. That edge must be selected, and then here assigning I and j to s and d. Why? Because in order to backtrack, means in order to find how to print my edges and weights, I am keeping a track of the ing indices, the last ing indices, and then here I am appending my value self dot I or I or s. These both are same. Node self dot node of s, self dot nodes of d, and self dot edges of s and d. This I am appending into my MSD. Finally, I will append those values into this MSD. From this MSD, I will print the minimum spanning tree, and then after each iteration, after each node is visited or each vertex is visited, I am making it as true, and then incrementing the edge number. So what it will do is it will keep on visiting all the vertices. It will visit a certain vertex and check the minimum value and store the minimum value in the minimum variable, and then it will come out of the loop and then again increment. So this way it will check all the vertices and find the minimum spanning tree. Here I have called the self.print function in order to print my minimum spanning tree. That's all. So here what I have done, I have created an array called edges, which I have passed here. These edges I have created, and nodes also I have taken input from the user. So I have told you before, this is a two-dimensional array. For edges I have taken two-dimensional array. For nodes are just nodes of edges are just 1 2 3 4 5 or A B C D E, like that you can take. So for that I have created a list here, a list of strings, and then I am creating object for my graph class, and I am passing the arguments nodes, length of nodes, edges and nodes I am passing. So you can see here is the vertex number, edges and nodes. The length of nodes will be the number of vertices. No, so same thing. I am passing those values here. I am calling the Prim's algorithm. So you can see the result here. For example, if my size is 5, what it will do is I will create a 5 into 5 two-dimensional array. So that many values, 5 into 5 means 20 values it will take. So 20 values it will input weights, all the weights and weights it will take, weights and edges it will take input, and then here what it is, it will ask me for the nodes. So because I have 5 here, 5 nodes must be entered. So A B C D E are my vertices, and here it will print the result, edges and weights. The edges taken are A to B, B to D, D to E, and E to C, and the weights are printed here 10, 5, 8 and 6. That's all. Thank you.